So we have some terrible news. Justin Schultz will be out for 4 months after he suffered a broken leg in the Montreal game on Saturday night. Now, if you guys saw my last video, I was talking about this, but at the time, I didn't know how long it was going to be for the injury. And I was saying something like 6-7 months. So hearing it's only going to be 4 months, for me, I think that's great news. I was afraid it was going to be some season-ending type of thing. But thank God it's only 4 months. He'll be back around February, maybe January if we're lucky. And that will give him enough time to get his game back for the playoffs. No Schultz for 4 months, that hurts a lot, especially to a team who's already not the greatest defensively. No Schultz is definitely going to hurt. So what should the Penguins do? What should Jim Rutherford do? Should he look for another defenseman? Should he trade for one? I'm going to say no, not yet. If the Penguins start struggling, that's what I'm afraid of. If the Penguins start losing some games, I think that's where Jim Rutherford needs to start looking for a defenseman. What I think needs to happen is that one of the Penguins defensemen that they already have now needs to step up. The guy that I'm looking at is Juuso Riikola. I think this is a perfect opportunity for him. He just cracked the lineup Thursday night, played his first NHL game. In my opinion, it was great. It was a little bit weaker on Saturday versus Montreal, but still, I don't think he was terrible. Now he's really going to be put in the lineup. He's going to play nearly 20 minutes a night. He's going to get power play time on that second unit now that Schultz is gone. And this is a chance for him to just take this opportunity and run with it. So when Schultz does come back, he proves to the Penguins that they could rely on him. A couple of underdogs that could step up is maybe a guy like Oleksiak or a guy like Olli Maatta. Olli Maatta for me is the guy I'm really hoping for. I hope he can take a big step forward in this Schultz absence. You never want to see a guy go down with an injury, especially with how Schultz got injured. But I really am excited to see who steps up in this opportunity because it is going to be a long time. We need someone to fill in Schultz's role. The one thing I do love about the Penguins is that they don't let things like this affect them. They play really good despite injuries. So I'm not worried about Schultz being injured as much as I should be because I know that this team is going to fight through it and someone will step up and they're going to be just fine. What do I think the defense pairs will be now? Well, based off of practice, we had obviously Dumoulin and Letang, like always. Jack Johnson with Oleksiak. And then we had Riikola with Olli Maatta. You know, it's a little weak on paper, but I think one of those bottom four guys needs to step up. And my bet is going to be on Juuso Riikola or Olli Maatta, but you know, the thing was, Juuso Riikola, we don't know what he is, so he can really surprise us. We already know what Olli Maatta is, so he may surprise us, but, you know, we already know what we have in him. Jack Johnson, I doubt surprises us. Hopefully he just stays just like this. Like, doesn't go down, doesn't go up, I don't care. As long as he's just playing, like, steady, you know. Give us solid 20 minutes a night, I don't mind. We have Oleksiak, who could surprise also. He played good last year at the end. He had some, you know, weak games, but he also had some good games. He was a little bit inconsistent, but if he can find a consistent game, and maybe he might be the surprise. You know, I'm thinking it'll be Riikola. We all think it'll be him. Maybe Olli Maatta. No one's really talking about Oleksiak that much, so maybe he's the one who surprises everyone. I'm just excited to see who takes advantage of this. As much as I like Sullivan's decisions here, I would change Dumoulin and Letang on the top pair. I would put Dumoulin on the second pair, just because we all know those are our two best defensemen by far right now. I think we need to spread out the depth. I was thinking maybe put Juuso Riikola on the top pair with Letang. I don't think he's ready for that quite yet. So maybe you put a guy like Olli Maatta. He's played as Letang's partner in his sophomore season. That was supposed to be the pair until he got injured, all those injury problems. So maybe you return that pair, and then you have Dumoulin with maybe Riikola, and then you have Jack Johnson with Oleksiak, or, you know, you can jumble it around. But I think Dumoulin and Letang should be split up for now because nothing against them. It's just that you need to spread out our two good defensemen. Don't put them on one pair, you know. Not only does the defense need to step up, but the goaltending needs to step up. You know, we need Murray and DeSmith to just steal some games for us because we all know the Penguins are going to be weak defensively now. They're already weak defensively to start. Now they're going to be even weaker. They're going to allow a lot of shots. There's going to be a lot of games where the Penguins allow 30, 35 shots, maybe 40, who knows. We're going to need Murray to be better than what he was in the first two games. You know, we can't be having him allow 5-6 goals a game because if that's the case, Penguins are going to be in some deep trouble by the time Schultz comes back. And I think the Penguins' offense is still really, really good. And they could still win games 5-4, 6-5. And now I hope we don't have to go to that. But either the defense steps up or the offense carries us. One of the two is going to happen. Or maybe the goaltending steps up too and steals some games. Whatever happens, I think the Penguins should be okay. Hopefully. What's up, guys? I'm actually editing this video, and I want to say some things that I didn't say before because I'm reading some Instagram comments and some Twitter comments. People apparently think the Penguins are going to miss the playoffs, and let me just say, the Penguins are going to be fine. This is the team that lost their best defenseman and then somehow managed to win the Stanley Cup without their best defenseman. Losing Justin Schultz is going to hurt, but they're not going to miss let's be real, they're not missing the playoffs. When you have a team with Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and Phil Kessel, you don't even need to roll any defense. You're going to make the playoffs. Now, What happens in the playoffs is another story. But stop being silly. The Penguins are going to make the playoffs. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that in here because that's kind of annoying me. I'm a little bit salty that people think the Penguins are going to miss the playoffs. Like, come on. This team's made the playoffs for like a decade straight. You think Justin Schultz missing is gonna ruin that? Nah, the Penguins are making the playoffs. So yeah, sorry for interrupting the video. Just needed to say this because I'm reading some comments and it's ridiculous. And so let's get back to the video and yeah, just leave your thoughts in the comments about all that. And yeah, back to the video. Who do you think is gonna step up in Schultz's absence? How will the Penguins do? And yeah, just give me your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And Penguins are in action tonight as they host the Vancouver Canucks. So I'm really excited to see how game number 1 with no Schultz goes. Who's going to step up, all that good stuff. We'll find out tonight and the next 4 months. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.